Chapter 13, the Probate Court and Uniform Laws. Probate court is a specialized subject matter court that hears and makes rulings on cases dealing with wills, trusts, estates, and guardianship. Probate courts are always state courts. They do not exist in the federal system. Probate court has many functions, but its primary function is dealing with overseeing estate administration. Jurisdiction contains two types of jurisdiction. In rem jurisdiction, which is authority over property, and in personam jurisdiction, which is authority over people or the parties. A probate court must have both in order to proceed with the administration of an estate. In rem jurisdiction is acquired by the decedent's domicile. The domicile is the residence of the decedent at the time of death. That can be determined in a number of ways, frequently by tax rolls, voter registration, driver's license, or other issues, and the location of real property as well. The probate petition must be filed with the probate court who has proper jurisdiction over the case. Typically, this is done in a court where the decedent had his primary residence at the time of death. There are a number of uniform laws. Uniform laws are laws which are designed to be as close as possible within the 50 states, so as the laws are the same in those states, which makes it easy to understand them in multiple jurisdictions. There is a uniform probate code. It has not been adopted by all states, but it has been adopted in Florida. Uniform probate laws are designed by a body and then they are proposed to state legislatures for adoption. These bodies generally look at the laws of all of the states and determine which are best, which work, and which are adopted already by the most states, and then they propose them to the individual legislatures. There are a number of uniform laws related to wills, including the Uniform Simultaneous Death Act, Uniform Gift to Minors Act, Uniform Durable Powers of Attorney, and the Uniform Probate Code. 18 states have adopted the Uniform Probate Code in its entirety, including Florida. A number of other states have taken parts of the Uniform Probate Code, and some states have yet to adopt it. Domicile is the legal residence of the decedent at the time of death. This needs to be determined in order to know where to open the probate. You can look at the decedent's address on tax returns, driver's license, vehicle registration, location of real property, and other issues as well, including looking into the will to see if there's a provision about the domicile there. Venue is related to jurisdiction, but concerns the actual place where the case can be heard. For example, Charlotte County versus Lee County versus Collier County. The jurisdiction may be proper within Florida courts, but the venue needs to be changed depending on those issues and where it's most convenient to administer the estate. Occasionally, a probate court will need what is known as ancillary jurisdiction. Ancillary jurisdiction is a grant of power from a jurisdiction other than the current probate court, which allows the current probate court to enforce certain rules in those areas. For example, if your client here in Lee County, Florida, owned property in New York State, in order to deal with the property in New York State, you would need to file for ancillary jurisdiction in New York to administer those portions of the estate.